Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Clan War School, and this is a really close war that we stumbled across. We stumbled upon. So let's take a look. At first they have a lot more attacks than us, but all these guys have go wipe trained, and we have some bases that probably won't be 3-starred by go wipe. Especially the Town Hall 10s. And that they have all Town Hall 9s. We have one Town Hall 10 attack left. But I don't think he's going to get us any more stars because he already attacked this base, which was the most likely. But I'm just going to go through and show you guys our Town Hall 9 3-stars, which we did very well on. And hopefully you enjoy. Another thing, I think we have won this war, but hopefully, at least. So this base, in the previous video I said that it might be attacked by hogs, and look at that, there's hogs. Michael does a really good job with this stoned Goho with Quakes. He does this attack a lot. I think you'll see in the next attack, he does the same attack, and I think he has the same problem, which actually kind of helps him out in the end, where his king goes around. Just because his funnel isn't very wide, he didn't spread his golems very much. But the way he attacks these bases, that kind of benefits him. So yeah, he still has 3 golems up. One just popped, and already he goes in with his hogs. And you can see that he saved 6 hogs. That's really important with this style of attack, so that you can take out as many point defense as possible. Especially with 2 heals, you want to kind of spread your hogs out as much as possible. So you can see that his hogs are going in. But what I wanted to point out is both of his heroes are still alive, and a golem is still tanking the Barb King. So that's because he deployed his hogs so early. Let's see. That guy's distracted me. But so he deployed his hogs so early, and that benefits him with this attack style because he uses it so much. He rarely gets like high percentage 1-stars. It's normally just him getting the 2-star, maybe his hogs peter out towards the end, and then he has a 2-star. So this is a very safe attack strategy that he uses, and he gets a 3-star with it a lot because he's practiced it a lot and is fine-tuned for him. So I'll fast forward as the troops go around the base. He saved a loom. That's good. I mean, I don't recommend it that much, but sometimes there's just like cannons left and your hogs die. So it's a good safety measure. Just 1 loon. So let's take a look. And it's Michael again. And look at his army. What is that? That's the very same army. So he does this same attack. And I'll fast forward a little bit. His golems go in. Not a great spread. And again, not the best funnel. And his Barb King goes around again. But that kind of benefits him with tanking for his hogs later, because he doesn't have any giants to kind of do like a surgical type deal. And already his hogs go in. That's very, very quick on the hogs, which is it's great for this type of attack because it keeps the kill squad alive. It's kind of extra. WFC is from South Africa. It's kind of like a safety measure to ensure the 2-star at least. So you can see that his Barb King is still tanking. The wizards are helping take out some defenses. He uses his 2nd heal on this giant bomb spot. And perfect timing. The golems trigger these bombs. And too little too late. His hogs just overwhelm. And I forgot to point out, he saved 6 hogs again for like a secondary deployment. So he's really consistent with this attack. He does have a lot of 6-star wars, or 5 or 6-star wars. So yeah, he does really well with this attack. So let's take a look at the next one. This is KFG with a nice 2 golem hog attack. And this, before, like in the beginning of 3-starring, our go-to attack was 1 golem and 2 witches. So this is kind of like an old school attack. I don't see witches too often anymore. I showed you an attack recently that I did use witches in, so it's still nice to bring. But this was kind of funny. It's a little old school attack. So it brings the rage spell, just tearing apart the base. This is a good angle to come from because it tanks for both expos. And there he goes in with his hogs, looking nice. Has 3 heals for them, so his job is to just keep them up in heals, and things will be fine. So let's see. There's a couple giant bomb spots, but no double spots. So he doesn't really have anything to worry about besides just keeping his hogs in heals, and that's great. That's a good thing. So he heals up these hogs. They trigger a giant bomb. Lots of skellies running around. He used his poison spell earlier in the attack, but that's okay. And you can see, Queen is still up. That's great. Protects the Quill Squad. That's very important for cleaning up, especially because he didn't save any wizards. He saved this archer. I recommend saving more than that, but it works for him. So good job, KFG. I'll just fast forward as they go around and finish wrecking the base. So I think, the next one, the one, the only, Dougie the Great. So I attacked a little later in war, so the higher bases were already 3-starred by Michael. He always attacks super early in war. And in the previous video, I said that this base would be 3-starred by Go Lava Loon, and so I figured, well, if I say that, I have to back it up, right? So I just come in with 2 Golem Go Lava Loon. I make sure to let my wizards make a nice wide funnel because I hate when my heroes stray on me. That is the worst feeling in the world, and it's like literally seeing the attack fall apart in front of your eyes. So Rage Spell goes down. King locks onto the level 8 Queen. I wait on his ability because the giant bombs trigger. And I love right here what happens when the golems get on the air defense. That's super helpful because when they pop, the air defense, I mean, they're going to do some significant damage to the air defense even if the Queen doesn't lock on, which she does in this raid after she takes out the air sweeper, which was really helpful. So then I just start in with my deployment. If you watching the raid again, this hound should have been dropped lower down because there was 2 black air bombs that didn't get soaked up right there, but doesn't really matter. So I just keep the balloons that are affected by the air sweeper raged. I'm just accelerating them through the core and sprinkling some perimeter loons right when the air defenses are being tanked for and the air towers are focused on the lava hounds. So I'll fast forward. 2 hounds actually didn't pop, which isn't great because you can see there's not a whole lot of pups. But I think I finished the raid with like 10 seconds left, so you know, I was cutting it close, but I had a little bit of room to spare. Yeah, so the pups kind of swarm at the end, which I always love about these type of attacks. So then there's KFG going in again. Same army. This base has a couple double giant bomb spots. So this was a good choice with the witches because witches are good at coming in and triggering the giant bomb spots. I would have liked to go with a jump here, but KFG was confident in the wall breaker deployment, and that rage definitely helps things out a bit. But I hate relying on wall breakers because it's always like an unknown for me, even though they're probably more reliable than I think. So the king strays on him. It's not great, but like I said before, it does provide some extra tanking for your hogs if you deploy on that side, which he didn't. So that there's wizards backing it up. It's fine. So deploys his hogs, 3 heals again. It's just keeping them alive. That's good. But so far, no giant bombs triggered. That might be a problem. Except these might get... I bet there's giant bombs here. Yeah, but they got triggered one at a time. So that was good hog deployment on his part. Maybe a little bit lucky. Who knows? All that matters is that he 3-starred the base. So let's fast forward as he just finishes up taking out the defense. That king's going to give them a little bit of troubles, but he locked on to the golem. What Golemite that is, which is really good. Queen's still alive, that's great. And just some barbarians actually cleaning up the base. Uh-oh, what's going on with my Wi-Fi? I can't show you this last attack, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. So this is mine. This was the last attack I did, and I'm just going to do this on ×2 because there's not a whole lot to talk about with this attack. This was a cleanup raid, and actually, yeah, I'll explain this because I don't want you guys to think I'm a modder. This bomb was known, and this bomb was known, and since I knew they were on the perimeter, I just guessed that there would be bombs here and here. There might have been one here, it just didn't, the barb didn't trigger it, but the barb triggered it here. So I'm not a modder, this is a bad base. So ×2, I'll give a little synopsis. Bring the hogs in, drop the poison. The new poison does significant damage to the dragon. I drop 2 wall breakers over here, nothing to target it. And then I just do 1 golem, a couple wizards, and my queen. Then I suicide king over here. Then I just go in with the hogs. I had 4 heals for this raid, guys. That is insane. I might not have even needed 1. But I dropped all 4 just because I didn't want to fail. Because at this point it was a really close war already. So yeah, you can see like 4 heals. I don't even know if I could mess up with 4 heals right there. So I was just healing every possible spot, and all the defense get taken out pretty quickly. And I have a couple wizards back here. Oh, actually, I think the last giant bomb was here. I think I dropped a wizard right on that giant bomb, actually. And then I lost another one to Springtrap. So this one also got pretty close because I lost 2 of my cleanup wizards. But that's okay. We'll fast forward ×4 as I finish up the base. And hopefully we win this war. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice weekend.